Good afternoon. How y'all doing today? I think it's afternoon, child. I don't know. Time they got away from me. But anyway, so right before I got ready to come and do a video, get an alert on the phone. Nah, we ain't going back to school until Monday. So the storm got us out till Monday. We were supposed to start our first day of school Monday that just passed. Then we were supposed to start work tomorrow. So now from that we go to Monday. So still on summer vacation until Monday. So now that we got that out of the way, I'm telling you, that just happened like literally right before I came on here. So, but I was sitting thinking about the time the Narc left me, and he happened to run across one of the family members, right? And if you just sit back and listen to a Narc, like if they coming in for that gaslight or that Hoover or something like that, I'm telling you, like things that you've wanted to know in the relationship, if you're looking into getting back with them because you don't quite, well, for my sake, I didn't know I was dealing with a narcissist, but I still wanted to be with him because I just thought he was a regular guy. You know what I'm saying? For those of you who don't know my story, you can go back and view my videos and everything. But for the ones of you who already know and been following me, this was one of the times where I was looking forward to getting back with him. And this was actually the very first discard that he did that was very, very unexpected and didn't, quite understand what was going on. So when he did it, I was crushed. I was hurt. I was lost. I was out of my mind, y'all, when he did it to me, for those of you who don't know the story. So now I tried for like 3 weeks straight trying to ask this man, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Whether are you planning on coming back home? Do you want to work things out? What you doing? What are we doing? And he kept saying to me, I ain't thinking about that right now. I got other things on my mind other than thinking about the relationship. I'm worried about other stuff. I need a house. I need a motorcycle. I need this and I need that. And you don't like to follow directions and listen and this, that, and the third. And so when he got to the you don't follow directions and listen and all that good stuff, that went out the window because I know for a fact that I listen and I follow directions. But all the other things, I'm like, okay, those are legitimate things that we want in our life, and we planned on getting those things together. But you walking away for no reason, and you doing it so abruptly and in the manner that you're doing it in, you act as if, I'm sorry, I can't even talk. He acted as if it was something major that happened for him to pack up his things and just leave, just like that or whatever. And it really wasn't. But if you're dealing with a narc, you know that it really don't take much to nothing to make them leave. They'll just leave because they want to do that, and you better have your arms wide open when they decide to come back because you belong to them. So he decides to up and leave me, and I'm sitting here trying to ask him, you know what I'm saying, like, just talk to me. Tell me what's going on. How can we fix this, that, and the third? And so the man playing these games of, ring around the rosy with me. So it's like, long as I'm chasing him and, begging him, things like that, he loves it because he gets to ignore me. But when I stop doing those things, he don't want that. He needs for you to keep chasing him and begging him and all this good stuff because it make him feel big or something. You know what I'm saying? Baby, I'm over here lost in my mind. I ain't got time to feed your ego. I'm over here really trying to figure out, what did I do so wrong for you to just up and leave like this? And now you're acting like this. You ain't never acted like this before. So I don't know how to take this right now. So all I want to know is, just talk to me. Let's talk about this. When we get on the phone, he wants to talk about everything but the relationship. But yet throwing out orders of what I better not be doing. But he can do anything he wants to do. Little do I know that he already over there with another woman. While I'm sitting here in confusion, about ready to croak over here because I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand why he just up and left me like that. And now he won't talk to me. He won't answer my calls. And so now I'm blowing his phone up because I'm going crazy. I need to know what it is we doing, because this waking up every day, not knowing whether we together or if we're not together, or if you coming back home or if you're not coming back home, was driving me insane. It was the not knowing what was driving me crazy. You know what I'm saying? But he was enjoying every minute of it. So I pulled back. Now for 3 weeks straight, I chased this man down. He blocked me. I'm making up fake numbers to call this man from. I'm calling this man from other numbers. He blocking every last one of the numbers that if he answer the phone and he hear my voice on the other end, he blocks me. This how he had me the first time around. And so that's why I say he was trying to keep me in that area. Every time he discarded me, he wanted me to do those things that I did. He wanted me to call him crying. He wanted me to feel like I was not worth anything without him. He needed me to chase him to make him feel good. And once I stopped and don't want to play the game with him no more, he gets upset. Now you in the wrong because you decide to get off the ride. So when you switch it up on the narc, watch how they act. Long as you chasing him or her, they love it. It's feeding their ego. It's feeding whatever it is that it's giving them. But they love that. But the moment you stop and say, you know what? This is ridiculous. Get some sense about yourself. You know what I'm saying? You be like, you know what? This is ridiculous. I'm not going to keep doing this. So I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to leave you alone. I'm going to slide and I'm going to go do me. Because you're not giving me no answers. I'm done chasing you. I'm done trying to figure out what I did wrong. Why you don't want to be with me no more? How you just going to leave me here with this home that we got together, this, that, and the third. All of that stuff was running through my mind. But now I decide that I'm going to slide on out the way and I'm going to move on, because clearly you don't want to talk to me. Obviously you don't want to be with me because you're not answering my calls no more. You being real rude and disrespectful when you do answer the phone. And so now I'm just doing too much. So I'm going to move. I'm going to go ahead and move on. So I ain't even in no relationship yet. I'm just chilling, mingling, and doing me. You left me in this place, baby. This place is mine to do whatever I want to do in it, because you up and you left. You said, he said he didn't want to be with me, but it was a lie. You know what I'm saying? Because they play with you like that. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, if you don't want to be with me no more, then that's fine. I'll leave you alone. But when I decide to leave you alone, you still calling me and blowing me up and telling me that I need to answer the phone when you call. Like, you know what I'm saying? Getting the attitude. He ain't verbally saying those things, but that's what the actions is. Which had me confused, because I'm like, so are we together? And he's like, I don't know right now. So he wasn't saying a no and he wasn't saying a yeah. He was just kind of leaving it right there in the middle. So me running with the it's just in the middle. He ain't saying yeah, he ain't saying no. So obviously we still together. So I got delusional. I got real delusional in the situation. And so I took that part to hold on to okay, well, he didn't say yeah, he didn't say no. But that still made me sick inside, which drove me to the hospital. I'm trying to tell you, like, I was trying to hold on to anything, grab hold to anything that made me feel good. And the thought of being with him made me feel good. The thought of not being with him made me sick to my stomach. It was crazy. And so I kept trying to shake it. I'm like, all right, I'm going to move on. I'm going to leave him alone and I'm going to just do me or whatever. So when I go to try to move on, because he got flying monkeys that's watching me in the neighborhood, soon as I decide to get a little friend and invite him over the next day. Now, the friend stayed the night or whatever, we chilled and we talked or whatever, because basically I was a mess. So there was nothing actual going on with me and this friend, because at this time I'm still sick to my stomach. He's trying to tell me, you know what I'm saying, what the game is that the narc is playing or whatever, and him not knowing that he's a narc either, but he's calling it from a man's point of view. And so he's just telling me, he was like, well, if he left his stuff here, that means he's coming back. So when he said that to me, that gave me so much hope. Like, you're right. He said he did leave his stuff here. So therefore he's coming back. because he got to come and get his stuff. So I'll at least get to see him again. This is how delusional it had me, y'all. I'm telling you, I was okay. Once he said that to me, I was stuck with that. Like, I was okay with that. Like, okay, well, his stuff is here. And long as his stuff here, I know he coming back. This the first time. This the first rodeo. And so I really don't know what's going on with me right now. All I know is that this man packed up his things. He left some things behind because sure enough, he had a lot of things with him the first time he left or whatever. And so he didn't have enough room to put it all in the vehicle that came to get him. So he had to leave some stuff behind. So I got comfortable with that. Like when I was going through it, I hadn't even thought about the stuff that he had left behind as a meaning of anything, because I don't know, that's how, narcs work. But now I see that's how narcs work. But like I said, in the beginning, I didn't know this man was a narc. So I'm just thinking this is a toxic person or whatever, you know what I'm saying, who can get some help and they'll be okay later on down the road or whatever. So once that man told me, well, he left his stuff here. Because I'm telling you, I'm crying. Me and this man having drinks and we talking. And he could tell that I was not there in the present moment. Like, my mind was somewhere else and it was on the narc. My mind was going crazy because I'm just sitting here like, why would he do this to me? How could he do this to me? I ain't been nothing but good to this man. How could he just up and leave me like that? You know what I'm saying? So I'm stuck there. Even though I'm trying to do everything and anything to clear my mind of this man and move on past this, I was too far gone into the situation at that time. It wasn't no light switch that I was just gonna turn off, because the narc, what's the word that I could say? He baited me so good, and he had his fingers deep in me because I've had just left a abusive relationship with the crackhead. So coming into the relationship with him, he was like my knight in shining armor, because I thought, to be honest with y'all, that anything would be better than dealing with the crackhead. So when I went into this relationship with the narc, I couldn't see that I was going into the same similar thing that I was dealing with the crackhead. I just did not know, y'all, because I was on a search to find somebody to heal my heart, my broken heart. And now where I'm at in my life now, I'm not looking for nobody to heal my heart no more. I'm healing my own daggone heart. I'm loving on me, falling in love with myself. And that's the best healing Band-Aid. Not Band-Aid, because Band-Aid is a temporary fix. But I'm going for a long-term fix of my heart, so that way I can be healthy in a healthy relationship. And that way I don't sit here and ruin a good thing thinking that every man that I run across is the same as the narc. My spidey senses are going to be on fleek. They going to be on fleek, boy, I'm telling you. So anytime I see any of those signs, I'm not going to sit here like I used to and be like, well, he got a little tick, I'm going to just leave it. I'm going to work with the little tick. Nope. If it ain't fitting me, I'm going to go ahead and slide. And I'm going to let it be what it is. I ain't finna try to change nobody but myself. And that's why I went wrong in a lot of the relationships. I'm always trying to change other people instead of changing myself. So people gonna be who they are. I gotta be who I am. But I can't let people come in and change me into something that I don't want to be, which is what I was doing with other people, was trying to change them in something that they don't want to be. I'm trying to make a crackhead not be a crackhead no more. That's not gonna work. That's something he got to do within himself. Trying to make a narc not be a narc no more, but not knowing that he's a narc, just think he's a little toxic person that could use a little bit of help and a little bit of guidance, and he'll get back on track. Nope. Gotta worry about myself. So that's what these things have taught me as time been going on. And I'm just now waking up to it, because for a long time I've been dealing with these narcissistic relationships. But They finally taught me how to love myself. So I'm thankful for all of my journeys that I went through. But I'm telling you. So after this night with this, person I'm chilling with or whatever, he's sitting here, I'm crying, I'm snotting everywhere. I'm gone. Because I'm missing this man. I'm missing the good times and all of his foolery. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's a crazy mess. But if you ain't never dealt with a narc, you can't sit there and say, oh, that wouldn't be me. Because it will be you. It will. Step into them shoes and find out, baby. I'm telling you. It ain't just something you finna just turn around. Oh, I'm finna walk away. No, honey. Try again. If it was that easy, a bunch of us would have did that. But it's not. It's a journey. It's a journey to yourself. It's a journey for somebody else. But it's a journey that you go through once you in it. You got to go through the journey to get you where you need to be. So I done cried myself to sleep and talked this man ear off. He stayed the night. Whatever. Okay, that's my business. Okay? Now I told y'all. I've been trying to get this narc to tell me something for 3 weeks straight. I'm on the phone crying, begging, and pleading. Just tell me something. And the fact that he kept me in the unknown was making him happy. And so for that, heck no, I'm not going to tell you, yeah, because then you'll pipe down. You won't be chasing me no more. I get it now. You know what I'm saying? I get it now. But that's what he wanted. So he was trying to linger it on. And so what he didn't think was I was going to move on. He thought I was beat down so bad, which I was. But I was really trying to fight to get up out of it. Because he was ignoring me. But if he was to come back, daggone Skippy, I wanted him back because I wanted him to take away that pain that I was feeling in my body at that time. Like, it was really, really bad, y'all. I'm telling you, if you ain't never felt it before, trust me, it ain't something you want to feel. But I'm telling you, if you've been there before, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. It ain't a good feeling at all. I just wanted him to take that pain away. And the way he would take that pain away is if he came back, told me he wanted to come home and work things out. That's all I wanted to hear. That was it. That's all I needed to feel better. He wasn't giving it to me. So I'm doing everything in my might to move past it and try to get rid of this feeling. And it was not going anywhere. It was like, I was not going to be satisfied unless I got back with this man. Crazy and delusional, I know. But I've been there. I went through it to know that I never want to be put in that position again. And baby, if running into another narc, if I gotta hold on to that feeling to make me say, baby, you fine and all, you sexy, bruh, you sexy. Listen, I'll sop you up with a biscuit and gravy. But if I got to be laid up in the hospital bed behind your sexiness and your fineness and all the things I will do to you, I'll keep it moving. I keep it moving, baby. You'll just be a pretty sight that I gotta walk away. But I won't let you take me there. I don't care how fine and sexy you is, baby. I ain't finna feel like that again. Nope, I'm good. Ain't that much fineness in the world. Nope, I won't do it. I'm good. So we get past that. I told you, been at it 3 weeks trying to get this man to tell me something. So when he don't tell me something, I holler, try to move on. And I end up talking this man ear off all night long about this narc that I want back so bad because I don't understand why he would leave me this, that, and the third. So the next day, the man leaves, and shortly after the man leaves, I get a phone call from the narc. Now he calling through with his number because remember, he done blocked me. And every number that I done called him from, he done blocked that number. So now he calls in with his number. And gonna tell me something. So, since you had a Igga in the house last night, have that Igga pay your rent. And don't worry about me no more. Oh my God. So, why he had to find that out? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, oh my God, I'm so hurt. But it was crazy that made me even sicker because I'm like, as if things ain't already bad. Now he finds out I had a guy in the house. But who daddy is he? He is not my boss. He is not my owner. He does not own me, although he thinks he owns me. He don't own me, and I don't owe him no explanation, because why? And I had to call my sister on that one, because I'm like, now he all mad because I had somebody in the house, but he said he didn't want me. He wouldn't give me no straight up answer. And I tried asking him for 3 weeks, and now that I move on, he's calling me out of the blue now, telling me that I'm wrong, making me feel like I done something wrong. No. She was like, how you gonna feel bad about something? I know you're not feeling bad. She was like, because you tried for 3 weeks to talk to this man and get him to tell you where y'all stand. He wouldn't tell you nothing. So now that he done heard that somebody was over there, now he want to call you. She said, it's a game he playing. She said, just sit back and watch. She said, it's a game he playing. She said, I don't know what game he playing yet. She said, but give me a little minute. I figure it out. And sure enough, she kept telling me, because she is who I, like with Tashana, I confided in her a lot with the situation, because she was helping me, find myself. She was already trying to get me to fall in love with myself and not depend on love from somebody else. But I was not getting it at the times that she was trying to, lead me in that direction, because she's a teacher, but she ain't gonna give you all the answers. She gonna make you figure those things out on your own, because you will learn better if you do it hands-on, go through it. Like, if I tell you everything, you're not really gonna learn anything. You got to go through some things. You gotta fall, get back up, and try it again. So she would give me all the tools that I needed to get through the situations, but I still had to go through those situations myself in my own way. I still had to go through my journal. But the best thing about the situation is I got through it. No matter how long it took, no matter what I had to go through to get there, baby, I'm at the end of it now. I'm on the other side, and I could see all of those things that she was pounding in my head, because she had this one saying that used to drive me up the wall, boy. She used to be like, it ain't about him, it's about you. I'm like, no ma'am, I'm not around here cheating on him. I'm not talking to him disrespectfully. I'm not doing all this crazy nonsense that he doing. But she said to me, but it's what you allow. Boy, when she said that was like a punch in the face, like pow. But you let him do it. You allow him to do it. And then I wanted to argue with that, because I'm like, I'm not letting him do that. But that wasn't an argument with her. It was an argument with myself. And I had to sit back and think about it, like, how is it my fault? What you mean I allow him to do it? I didn't put no gun to this man's head to tell him, oh yeah, go cheat on me. Oh yeah, talk to me the way that you talk to me. You have to look deep within. You have to take your own accountability for everything. And that's what's wrong with narcs. Narcs don't know how to take accountability for anything. They do. They just not. We ain't finna take no accountability, not when it comes to a narc. A woman narc or a male narc. They ain't finna take accountability for nothing. You ain't finna sit here and tell me that I cheated on you. Even though I know I cheated on you, you saw me cheating on you, I'm still not finna give you the benefit of the doubt, the glory to say, yes, I cheated on you. Man, it was somebody else in the bed. It wasn't me. That was my twin brother. Play you like you stupid in the head. Like, for real. That's how dumb the narcissists try to play their games with you. That, like, it don't make sense. So he trying to sit here and tell me what I can and what I can't do, and what I need to tell this man to do for me, because since he's here, he don't need to do his responsibilities, because now I done brought somebody else in. This man ain't here for a long-term thing. This man was here because I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? But even though he didn't know that, he got scared and thought that I was moving on, because he knew. They already know you going to find somebody 100 times better than them. They already know what they coming with and what they bringing to the table. And they know they can't top nobody else, because what they're bringing, it's the lowest of the low. They going to breadcrumb you with every little thing they got. Going to make you think that they got it together, and they finna bring you all this love and joy and all this peace and all this good stuff. And they ain't finna bring you nothing but heartache, stress, and drama. That's all they bringing. So they know whoever you get with after them, they're going to be 100 times better than them. So they get scared and jealous. So, but that didn't deter him away from me. Of course not. Because he came on home. Took him a little minute, but he came on back home. You know what I'm saying? So, after going through all of that mess or whatever, and because he was able to run the guy away, he went back. Because long as he thought the guy was still dealing with me, he would call every day. Now he trying to, act like, well, even though I ain't calling you every day, you still my girl. I'm still your man. This, that, and the third. So now he's hitting me with those type of things. And like I said, I'm already out of it. Because I want to be back with this man. I still want this sick feeling is still in my body. And I want it to go. And it's not going to go away because he needs to be here in the home with me. That's how delusional I was at the time. I wanted him back home. Not know we talking in long distance and all this. I need you back here where we started this thing at. That's what I need. You know what I'm saying? So he's sitting here and he's calling every day and, making it seem like we back together, whatever. But in his mind, we're not. So it was him playing that little game with me, making me think that we was, so he can control the guy to stay away. But I didn't know that's what was going on. I thought the man was ready to, come on back because he don't want to lose me, because he knows I'm a good catch. And, you know what I'm saying, he wants me in his life. He want to do all the things he said we was going to do. That's what I was thinking. No, it was only to keep the other guy away. So now he's coming back in because things ain't working on the end that he on over there. So now he wants to come back in. So, I'm sorry, let's backtrack. So, after he found out the guy is here or whatever, he goes and he hot about it. He mad now. So, I guess he ran across one of my cousins. And I don't know how the conversation started, how they even got on me and his situation or whatever. Because when me and him broke up and all that good stuff, I didn't tell anybody except for my sister that lived in the area where I stayed at and life with Tashana. Them was the only two who really knew. My people here in Georgia really did not know what was going on with me because I didn't really tell anybody stuff like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm a pretty private person to a certain extent, but I just didn't run and tell everybody because I still wanted him back. Nobody would have understood that I still wanted to be with this man, even after he just did me dirty like this and all of the things that he was doing, which led me up to confronting him about the things that he was doing, and for him to turn around and up and leave me. It would look crazy, but I wanted to look crazy by myself. Let's just be honest. So I didn't go and tell anybody anything. So, like I said, I don't know how the conversation came up with him and my cousin or whatever, but some kind of way, when I found out what he said, I'm like, what? I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy because what he told my cousin was that the reason we're not together no more is because I brought a man into the house. And so that's why he packed up and he left his stuff. He left me or whatever. So because my cousin know who I am and know how I roll and know that that's not something that I would do, she called me up. She said, "Cuz, what happened with you and such and such?" I was like, "Oh, he just packed up his stuff and left." She said, I told her, I said I was talking to him that morning and I was just explaining to him that, he's not attentive. He's not, just telling him different things about the relationship and that how he talked to other women on the phone all day long. How I feel like that's disrespectful, this, that, and the third. And then when I have emotions, he don't show me any consideration to my feelings or anything like that and all that good stuff. And how he was just sitting there looking at me like I was dumb in the face for even sitting here crying and having feelings, because the words that came out of his mouth is that as long as I pay bills, you shouldn't say anything about anything I do. Hold on, sir, because I don't roll like that. I ain't. Maybe you're used to women who will accept anything just long as they got a man in the house. I'm not her. I'm not. I ain't got nothing towards her, but that ain't me. I'm gonna need more than your money, sir, and some X from time to time or whatever. We ain't finna, no, cause I pay bills too. So if I pay bills, then that means the same way you want me to roll for you, you gotta roll that way for me too. So then if I'm paying bills and I'm laying the smack down in the bed too, then that means that if I want to have a little boyfriend on the side, then you okay with that. That's what we saying. And I've always told people, listen, if all you gotta do is be honest with me, it don't take a lot, but just give me a choice. Don't take it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want a relationship where you can have me and another chick to handle all your needs, tell me. Just tell me, baby. And I'm going to give you what you want. I sure am, because it's going to be somebody else that you going to be sharing that woman with, baby, because it ain't going to be me. It ain't. But you got a choice and I got a choice, and that's all I be asking for. I'm just give me a choice, baby. Don't just assume that I want that, because that's not what I want. I ain't here to share no man. I learned to share my crayons and papers and pencils and snacks and stuff in school, but they ain't never taught me nothing about sharing a man. I ain't never heard no lesson on sharing a man and all that. Nope, that I don't want to do that. So all I be saying is that you can have anything you want, because there's somebody out there for everybody who is willing to give you just what it is that you want. But you got to be okay with the consequences that come along with it and the things that come along with that situation, baby. But you can have it, because there's somebody out there who wouldn't mind being your girlfriend / fiance, and then your side chick and her can y'all all do. But that ain't me. That ain't me. I don't want that. So don't try to force that on me. Is all I be asking. Just tell me what it is you want, baby. Because if it ain't my cup of tea, I don't want to drink it. I don't want to drink it. I don't want to be forced to drink it. Just let my choice be my choice and your choice be your choice. Because I'm not trying to change the fact that you want 2 women in this relationship with you. I ain't trying to change that for you. I want you to get whatever it is that you want, but you just won't have that with me. Because I'm good by myself. I can handle all my jobs and duties that I need to by myself. I don't need no help. So in that department, you gonna be good. So that's all I was trying to say. But he told my cousin, she was like, so what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling her what went down or whatever. And so I was like, he left me. And I tried for 3 weeks to ask this man where we stand before I move on. She was like, She said, no. He said that you had some dude up in the house. I said, no. The dude didn't happen until after them 3 weeks that I done chased this man down, trying to figure out where me and him stand. I say, that's when that happened. He been left me before that situation happened. I say, that ain't got nothing to do with him. And I say, because we not together, that don't even count. That don't even make me cheat on anything. But I still felt like I cheated, because I was still in love with him. Still wanted to be with him. All I was trying to do was just get over that feeling. You know what I'm saying? And if me and him could have sparked something, that would have been fine too. But the way I was so gone over that narc, baby, I didn't want that other man. I wanted the narc. I did. That's the God's honest truth. And we all done been there. That done been through it. If you tried to, move on or whatever, but you're just not satisfied because you want, we're in love with the toxicity that they brought. And so it just was not going to feel right with somebody else. It had to be them. So we're going to scoot past that, because he went and he told my cousin the lie about how I was the one cheating and that's what made us break up. That was a whole lie. But then you come back in with the gaslighting and the hoovering. Baby, that's when you can find out everything you want to find out. That's when you can start asking questions, because at that time, they just running their mouth. They trying to get on your good side, trying to stay there. So anything you asking, they'll tell. At least that's how it worked with mine, with the one I had. when he come in for that gaslight and that Hoover, I start asking questions of things that I was suspecting or wanted to know during the relationship. And yes, at this time, I still wanted to be with this man. So you ain't got to come for me about, well, you stupid for wanting to be with him. Feel that way. That's cool, baby. That's your thoughts. But you got to listen to the stories to get where I'm coming from with it. So if you just jumping in and you hear me say this and you done heard a little bit of things that I just said, you would think that, well, she's stupid for wanting to be with him. And that is fine. You got to read the whole book to get the whole story. You know what I'm saying? But I still wanted him at that time. So when he would come back for the gaslight and Hoovers or whatever, I used those times to ask him questions that when I asked him those same questions when we were in the relationship and things were going good, he wouldn't give me an answer to. But now we on the other side of the fence. I'll run them questions back to him again. And he'll start telling me. Or he'll just be talking. Randomly talking. And something that I was wondering about, but I ain't asked the question yet, it'll come right on to me. Sure will. And I'll be like, oh, but I thought you said that she was just a client. You told me y'all ain't never had no dealings before. Yeah, I did tell you that. Me and her been messed around and she was in love with me when we was younger and all this stuff. Sir, you ain't never told me that. I said, I wanted to ask you about that. I said, but I had a feeling y'all had something going on. I said, because you don't seem to fail to tell me everybody that passed by you, because I tell y'all we from the same town or whatever. He's actually from a different state in Florida. Well, another part of Florida. We ain't gonna say another state. Another part of Florida. And he spent most of his life in the town that I was born in. So he basically grew up there. So he knows a lot of people there. But every time we riding or we see somebody, I swear he done dated everybody in the daggone town. He done dated everybody. Everybody used to be his ex-girlfriend. Oh, she used to like me. Oh, I used to be in love with her, boy, back in the day. Ooh, yeah. Bruh, is there not anybody that you didn't try to get with? It's ridiculous. It's real ridiculous. Like, I used to tell him he was trying so hard. I'm like, why you be seeming like you got to make yourself seem cool for some reason. I like you regular smuggler. That's why I chose to, we fit when you regular smuggler. Why you trying to be all extra and stuff? Why you trying to be people you ain't? I had the baddest car in town, but no, because I remember such and such had this kind of car when I was younger and their car was hot. They get jealous over stupid petty stuff. You know what I'm saying? But this video is getting extremely long. And so just wanted to come and tell y'all that just pay attention to them stories that them narcs be telling other people that y'all are acquainted with or know, have the same mutual friends or whatever, and they come back to you and they tell you them stories that the narc be done told them. Boy, your wig will blow off. You be like, that's a big old lie. Be around there telling people the stuff that they did is actually you. That's what they be doing. Switching it up. Because they can't take the blame for nothing. I ain't did nothing to her. She was just cheating on me. All I did was kept loving them. No, don't be me. Be yourself. Play your own characters. What I used to tell him, stop playing victim. Stop playing the victim, sir. You're not the victim. You are not the victim. Stop it. Please, stop it. So, y'all have a great day. Grow something. The garden, it got tore up. Mostly my squash and my zucchini were the only things that got brought down in the storm. Everything else stood. The tomato plant, it broke a little bit, but I put it back together and gave it some more, love or whatever. And we're going to see how everything do. Some things I replanted, took what was left of it and planted it back and to see if it'll still thrive, even though it's been, battered a little bit. See if I can nurse it back to health. And if not, I'll start all over in that area or whatever. But for right now, the garden is looking good. I'm back at peace. I'm not on edge with it, and so I'm thankful that I still have what I have. So we're not gonna starve. We still good. We still got growth and production going on out there. So I'm very happy. I'm still glad that my garden is standing, and so I'm gonna just keep checking on it, giving it some love, giving it what it needs. I know right now it don't need no water. It's probably tired of water because it's been raining for since Monday. I believe so. Yeah, it's been raining, so it ain't thirsty. Right now, it's probably like, listen, we need to dry out. The sun keep peeking here and there, but not a great bright sun. Just like throughout the clouds, it's it's coming a bit. I can see a few blue clouds out there or whatever, but it's still cloudy, and I think we're supposed to get hit again later on tonight. So at nighttime is when it's really been off the chain. So, staying prayed up. Y'all pray for me. And if you're in this storm, I pray that you're making it through safely and everything's still standing on your end. Y'all continue to love and grow and fall in love with yourself more and more every day. I'm telling you, that's the best drug right now. Get you some. Fall in love with yourself, baby. I'm telling you, it's the best thing you can do. Because once you love you, you ain't sitting around waiting on nobody else to love you. You doing it yourself. You just waiting on somebody to come and add to it, baby. But other than that, I love me. Shoot, me loving me, laying in my bed watching TV, knowing I ain't got nobody stressing me right now. I do what I want to do when I want to do it, how I want to do it, when I want to. I ain't got answers to nobody right now, and that ain't no knock, because Lord knows when he ready to send my husband, come on, baby. Come on, honey. Come on in. Come on in. But I ain't in a rush. I'm chilling until he get here. Baby, I don't know how he gonna find me. He might have to just knock on the door or something. I don't know. But God gonna do what he do. And I ain't worried about that because that ain't my forte. That's not my place. So I'm gonna stay over here where I'm supposed to be at, minding my business and loving on me. So y'all do the same. Have a great day. And love y'all.